This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Buzz. Very excited to be speaking with Bruno Mourral about Kidnapping Inc. How are you, Bruno?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. I had the chance to see this film just about a year ago at the 2024 Sundance Film Festival, and it was a film that wasn't necessarily on my radar. I said, this looks sort of interesting, and I went to go see it, and I was like, this is a pretty cool and I think very unique film. And I'm so curious about the original inspiration for how it got started.
It got started in tragic way. My dad got killed in 2005 in Haiti, and I was still in film school at that moment. I was in France, Paris, and so I went to Haiti for the funeral. And as I was still in film school, it kind of sparkled an idea that maybe I should do a film about the violence in Haiti and the situation there. And so I started because 2005 was a date that kidnapping was starting to be very big. I started interviewing a lot of people who were the victims of kidnapping. And while they were talking through the camera, and sometimes it was just like audio recording and things like that, or just like gathering some stories. And most of them, I have to say, w- we were in a situation sometimes that they were telling something that was kind of like darkly funny, and I was uncomfortable like laughing about it, but I felt that it was keep on going, and it's something like this is very Haitian that we have to put like a kind of a spicy feeling into the story, and sometimes it gets a bit wild and kind of dark humor. So I've been thinking about this, and I thought maybe it's the best way to talk about this situation is to go through comedy, actually, to humor, you know. And I also seen by living in Haiti that most of the things that happens in Haiti, we find a way to tell the story with humor, and it's maybe a way to make our burden a little bit like lighter, you know, and continue to go. It's a form of resilience in a way. So I that's actually how the idea came, and I've been like working on the script for a few years. I had two other writers, actually. Doc, the person that plays Doc, is also one of the writer, and another producer on the project is also a writer. So we're three writer, and the project, started like that actually.
Just so interesting to go to such a, place of humor while still remaining so dark. And there's also so much action. I remember it was very like it was an exciting film, and that's just again not what I think I was expecting. Do you want people to know what they're in for, or do you feel like you want a surprise audience like that?
Oh, I prefer me the best film I've watched are the films that I don't know anything about them. It's like it's project that I haven't even see a trailer or a synopsis, nothing, and you just go into that film and then you're surprised so much. So this is my way, and this is probably the way I want. But of course, they should probably know a little bit about it. So, but yeah, it's a mix of action, comedy, or dark humor, and it goes very dark also because the situation is not only funny. At the end, it tackles the reality of Haiti, you know. So, but yeah, the idea was always to make it kind of I don't know how you say it in English. It's entertaining. That's the word. It has to be a bit entertaining because I've been living with Hollywood movies since I was born. And even though I'm French Haitian, I've been watching so much, I would say, American movies, much more than French movies. I've been like growing up with that Hollywood entertaining field in a way, you know. So I wanted Kidnapping Inc. to be in the same direction.
Is there anything you can cite as a favorite that you feel like this might be closest to?
Oh, well, I've seen some press talking about Pulp Fiction, a mix of Pulp Fiction and City of God. Some screening, people were asking me if Scorsese is an influence on me or things like that. Of course, they all are. I won't say it's only this. It's of course a mix of things, a mix of films that you watch that you like, and unconsciously it's there, and while you're directing, you're putting a lot of it, so yeah, it has a pulp fiction feel in terms of structure, lots of characters, lots of stories, and it's a way for us to kind of give an overall view of our society and the different part of the society of Haiti. So yeah, it has that feeling. It has a feeling, of course, of City of God because we're in some slums. There's some action scene in those slums. So yeah, it gives a mix of all those, and yeah, it's a bit sometimes gory, so it can give the Scorsese or a Tarantino feel too. So yeah, it's a bunch of all those things.
And what relationship does this film to have to your first film, Cafu?
So Cafu is actually I call it a mid-length film because it's 50 minutes. It's actually it came while we were writing Kidnapping Inc. It's a filmmaker called Raoul Peck, a famous Haitian filmmaker who did I Am Not Your Negro, the documentary was at the Oscar. And he told us it's better that we start by doing a short film before doing Kidnapping Inc. So the idea of Cafu was the first day of Doc Enzo in the world of kidnapping, and so yeah, it was supposed to be a short film. It ended up a 50-minute film, and it was also a 50-page film. So when we shot the film, it was not blowing up. The script was already tough, it was already 50 pages. So it's very close to what normally it's 1 pages to 1 minute. So yeah, and so yeah, it talks about the origin of Doc and Zoe and how they enter this world of kidnapping, and then you go to Kidnapping Inc. And the movies are not necessarily linked. You don't have to see one to understand the other. They work by themselves. But yeah, if people want to see more about Doc and Zoe, they can go see Kafu.
I remember watching it, just seeing how much Doc and Zoe are like sweating. Like you feel
Yeah.
it, just how hot and it is also obviously the stress. What were the filming conditions like? Was that added or was that just part of shooting?
It was part of the script. I really wanted to feel the heat. I really wanted to show, the colors of Haiti and how it's sometimes very hot and all those things. So the yellow, the sun, the sweat, all of that was part already of our project. And of course, shooting in Haiti, as you can see, a lot of scenes are sometimes in the car and four characters in a car and with window closed and things like that. So yeah, it was sometimes they were sweating for real, and we didn't have to add anything. It was just like this. So yeah, but I have one thing to say concerning you saw the Sundance version. So actually, the version you saw is an old version because there's a new
Okay.
version. After the film, after the Sundance premiere, I went back to Haiti and I shot two more scenes because there was actually one scene that I really wanted, and of course financial issues, but also we thought it could work without it. And after the premiere of Sundance, I received some critics and some feedback, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna add that scene. It really it's necessary to have it. So there's two more scene, and it has been totally remixed. So the version you saw at Sundance was actually a work in progress. It was not totally done. So yeah, the new version, go see it.
Okay. Well, I know that what struck me most, during the Q&A following the film, I think at the Egyptian Theater, if I remember correctly, is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
um, some of your crew members were actually kidnapped during the
yeah,
film, and that's
yeah.
just a crazy story in itself. But was there a world in which this film didn't get finished, or which you just didn't have the resolve to be able to do it because it was just such a danger and it might upset the wrong people, or you just felt this needed to be made?
No, well, first of the thing is, yeah, three people got kidnapped during the shooting, and the film had to stop. But it's the adventure is a 10-year adventure, so it took like 10 years to do. And of course, we always had moments that I thought we were not gonna finish the film. But it came from actually that film school in Paris. I had a teacher who told me the moment they give you the money to do a film, you better finish it, whatever happens, because if you don't, you won't make any other film. So I always had that in mind, and especially that there's no real structure to do movies in Haiti. The funds are mostly family funds, friends, and some debt that I have through a bank, especially that. So it's mostly I had a lot of money that I borrowed to do this film, and it was like not only my career, but it was also my word of like losing all those people that trust me, so yeah, I went all the way, and I had a very very tough Haitian team. They're like warriors. They were always on my back, and even though the because it was a mix of French team, Dominican team, Colombians, Ecuadorian, Canadian, so it was a mix of everyone. And the Haitian team was always there to remind them that even though if we're going through all of those things, it's our daily life in Haiti, and we have to go through it to finish the movie. And so I give them the power. They give me back the power to the strength, and not the power, but the strength to continue doing this project until the end. And we're very proud of it now.
I remember seeing that it was announced that this was going to be Haiti's official Oscar submission for Best International Feature, but then it
Yeah.
wasn't on the finalist list. Can you share what happened with that?
Yeah, so weird story is that when we finished Sundance, we went through a few festivals, and I had that in mind that as soon as it's open to send the film, we'll be sending the film to represent Haiti for the Oscar. So everyone was okay with that. And then we got a message, I don't remember, maybe August or September, that it was not possible to submit the film for the Oscar because Haiti didn't have a film commission that was, I would say, that was like certified by the Academy Awards because they have to kind of certify the film commission. And I was like, but how this happened? They told me, well, there is no one who did any follow up on this. And then so it's already too late. And I told them, well, I have a bunch of connection. I know a bunch of people in the industry. We can make a film commission. And they told me, well, you'll have to do it for next year because this year is already closed. It's a process. You have to submit it, they have to verify it, and then they certify it, and then now after that you can send your film. So we lost the first year. The good thing is I guess we're still eligible for next year because the film is coming out this February in the US, and the period I think was closing in September, and our official first run in theater outside the US is actually in Guadeloupe, I think, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Guyane. And this happened in November. So November or end of October. So we're actually in the other year. So we're eligible normally. So we'll do it for this year.
Well, I know that the best thing about being on, just even a submission, because there's obviously so many, and only if you get nominated, is just people seek out your films. And I'm always
Yeah.
excited when I see small festival titles, that I've seen end up on there. And a lot of people, I think, when they do well with a film like this, that's at Sundance and, seen internationally, they say, okay, I'm going to go work in Hollywood. But I have a suspicion that you want to keep working on, Haitian films and help the film industry there.
Yeah, so actually, I'm doing both. The idea is there's a project that I've present to my managers and agent at WME and Grandview that is now, I think they merged with Untitled. So I've been presenting a project that is called Ogu, and it talks about Haiti and it talks about the Haitian zombie. So it's not the zombie that normally we are used to see in Hollywood. So it's the Haitian zombie, and it's a Haitian zombie taking his revenge through a kind of an action a movie. So it's a new way of seeing things, if I can say, and it still talks about Haiti, even though it could be open to everyone. So the idea is to merge now the possibility of working with Hollywood about Haiti, and I'm also working on the French side of with an agent and also some producers about another project based in Haiti too. About actually, it's a true story. A U.S. ambassador got kidnapped in Haiti in 1973. He was the first black U.S. ambassador, and this is happening through the dictatorship, the Duvalier dictatorship. So it's another project that I'm more developing on the French side. So yeah, the idea is continue developing project about Haiti, but with partnership in the US or in France, and make it like a even bigger movie, so we can still talk about Haiti, but it's like visible to everyone, even though kidnapping is already visible to everyone. But we're doing other project about Haiti, and I'm also open to I've been receiving script that I've been reading for to direct films in Hollywood, some that I didn't felt was really for me, and others that I've been considering. So yeah, it's filmmaking is very large and very open to a bunch of stuff.
That's great. Well, I will be closely following the path of this film and your career. I wish you plenty of luck in any endeavors, and I really appreciate the chance to talk with you today.
Thank you very much, Abe. It was a pleasure.